In this APA moment, we'll explore how to create a reference and a citation for a systematic review. A systematic review is a unique analysis on existing literature surrounding a focused research question using very strict criteria for what studies are included and excluded from the analysis. Our example has two authors. With references, we'll start with the first author's last name, comma, and then list the initials for the first and all of the author's middle names, followed by a comma, space, ampersand, space, and the second author's last name, comma, and the first and middle initials. Put a period and space after all initials. Secondly, we'll add a date. Typically with journals, the year will be followed by a month or a season. If there are specific days of the month that are noted, these will follow the month's name. The date will be in parentheses, followed by a period after the closing parenthesis. Next, there's the title of the article. Only capitalize the first letter of the first word, all proper nouns, and the first letter of the word following a colon. This is followed by a period. The title of the article is not italicized. However, the journal's name is italicized, and the first letter of the first word, any noun, and any verb will be capitalized in the title. Smaller words such as articles, a, and the, pronouns, or prepositions are not capitalized. Follow the name of the journal with a comma, then a space, and the volume number. The volume number is also italicized. Immediately following the volume number, the issue number is in parentheses and is not italicized. Put a comma after the closing parenthesis, followed by a space, and the page numbers with a period. Follow this with a hyperlink of the DOI, the Digital Object Identifier, with no period after the link. As far as citations are concerned, with a paraphrase, you can put the attribution at the beginning of a sentence by using the first author's last name, space, then the word and, space, and the second author's name, followed by a space, and the year in parentheses, then the text. You can also place the attribution after the sentence. However, do not put a period at the end of the sentence proper. Follow the sentence with an opening parenthesis, the first author's last name, space, and ampersand, the second author's last name, comma, the year, closing parenthesis, and then a period. Direct quotes can be formatted in two ways. You can put the attribution prior to the quote with the first author's last name, space, the word and, space, the second author's last name, space, followed by the date in parentheses, space, an appropriate verb, comma, and the quotation within quotation marks, but no period. Following the closing quotation mark, add a space and an opening parenthesis followed by a lowercase p period, space, and the page number. For multiple pages, use PP period and the page numbers in a range such as 702-703, closing parenthesis, and use a period. To put the attribution after the quote, have the quotation within quotation marks but no period, followed by an open parenthesis, the first author's last name, space, an ampersand, space, the second author's last name, comma, space, year, comma, and the lowercase p period, space, page number, closing parenthesis, and then the period. I hope you've learned something from this APA moment.